everyone, so today we will be studying about raft culture. Raft culture is one of the most commercially important method in intensive aquaculture. Whenever we are talking about intensive aquaculture, the name raft culture will come, and the ropes are connected to each other as we can see in the diagrams. Ropes are connected to each other and the ropes are joined in such a manner that it creates a raft-like structure. This raft is floating by a tank, is cylindrical in shape, and it is attached to the lower side of the raft at the bottom of the pond or the sea or a river. Why we do raft culture? Because to culture sessile invertebrates such as oyster, mussels, etc. Raft culture is a Japanese technique, and it utilizes the technique of 3D culture of an aquatic organism. The bivalves are allowed and they can easily access phytoplanktons, so they are free. They are in cages, but they are free because phytoplanktons and diatoms are flowing in water, so they can access these phytoplanktons and diatoms. So natural food is available, so they can grow faster. Raft is one of most dashing rectangular design, and its flat structure is good for support and transportation over water. Raft is usually kept afloat by using a combination of floating materials, wood, barrels, etc. The sixth point is the raft are rectangular wooden frames and they float on water. They are made up of bamboo and made to flow by empty drums. The string of opiates are suspended from the farms. Raft culture is commonly used method throughout the world. The line of rope mesh stalks are seeded with young spat which are suspended vertically from the raft. The method consists of surrounding rope or wire from raft on the surface and the rope hang down on the bottom. Generally, the raft are made up of bamboo and it measures of about 16 into 25 meters in size, and drag or barrels are used as floaters. The rope of wire are 10-meter long and is ideal, and 500 to 600 are suspended from one raft. Factors considered for raft culture. This is a picture of a raft culture. Factors considered in raft culture: calm water is required because strong wind and waves. The raft will be prone to winds and waves and it will break. Water temperature should be 15 to 30 degrees Celsius. Water of the area must be completely changed by water current and regular types. Water stain ranges from 25 to 28 parts per million, and water should be rich in phytoplanktons. This is another plan view of a raft culture. Now let's come to the rope culture. Rope culture is very similar in principle to the air hanging, with the only difference being the method of attachment. In rope culture, instead of scallops being attached by an air hanging, they are cemented by their flat valve to a hanging rope. This method results in a similar growth and mortality rates, as ear hanging has an advantage of being able to set scallops from a small size. New cementing technologies are being continually developed with the aim of producing quicker settings adhesive to minimize the time scallops spend out of water to minimize stress. Now the rope web culture. This is a plan view of a rope web culture. The difference is they are hanging. A rope is vertically attached to a bamboo. Two bamboos, these are attached. A rope is now this rope. A zigzag pattern is also preferable, or another pattern like this you can see in the diagram. This type of pattern is also seen in rope culture. This is much more easier and affordable as compared to the raft culture. Are Perna viridis green mussel. blue mussel, brown mussel, and commercially we only farm Perna viridis. The culture method. Now we will be studying about rack culture. In rack culture, this is an off-bottom type of mussel culture. Rack culture is predominantly practiced in Philippines and Italy, where sea bottom is usually soft and muddy and tidal range is narrow. The process involves setting of artificial collectors on poles or horizontal structures built over or near natural spawning grounds of the shellfish. In the Philippines, this is called the hanging method of mussel farming. The different variations used are hanging method and the stake method. Stake method is also called the Toulouse method. We should repeat it again. This is an off-bottom type of mussel culture, and the rack culture is predominantly practiced in Philippines and Italy, where sea bottom is usually soft and muddy. So first point the main thing we can remember about rack culture, it is usually practiced in Philippines and Italy because the sea bottom is soft and muddy and tidal range is narrow. The process involves setting of artificial collectors on poles or horizontal structures built over or near natural spawning grounds of the shellfish. In Philippines, this is called hanging method, and there are two type of variations in this method. First is the hanging and the second is the stake method. The process starts with the preparation of spat collectors. So spat is collected on nylon ropes or strings. They are threaded with cocoa fiber supported by bamboo pegs or empty oyster shells at 10 cm intervals. As we can see in this diagram, this is a little blurry, but we can see a cocoa fiber is attached and the spat is attached on the cocoa fiber. A piece of steel or stone is attached at the end of the rope so that the rope is steady and collectors is timed with the spawning season of the mussel. Spat collected are allowed to grow on the collectors until marketable size. Mussels are harvested by taking out from the water the ropes or strings and bringing them to the shore on a banka. The same collectors can be reused after being cleaned of fouling organisms. Now the Toulouse method, the second method which we were talking about, the stake method. In the stake method, it is midway between the rack and the bottom method. In bamboo poles, 4 to 6 meters length are stalked firmly at the bottom in rows 0.5 to 1 meter apart during low tide and in areas about 3.0 meter deep and above. In areas where water current is strong, bamboo poles are kept in place by nailing long horizontal bamboo supports between rows. Since mussels need to be submerged at all times, it is not necessary that the tip of the poles protrude above the low water level after stocking. However, boundary poles should extend above the high water level. In stocking, enough space between the plot is allowed for the passage of the farmer's banka during maintenance. Collected spats are allowed to grow in situ until marketable size and 5 to 10 cm after 6 to 10 months. It has been observed that about 2000 to 3000 seeds attached on 1 meter of stake and 1 to 2 meter below water level. Thank you, and if you want to read in detail about raft culture, you can download this book from pdfdrive.com. This is the raft culture in mussels. It has everything, the raft construction, collection of seed and seedling, this is how a raft is constructed. This is the plan view of a raft and mussel raft unit. collection of seed and seedling. This is a detail of a collector rope.